This is Malou, sailing somewhere on the seven seas. And this is me, her captain, trying to steer her out into the unknown to be able to find that one very special spot. Consider subscribing and welcome on board. The day has finally come to put my little boat in the water. I've been working all summer to come to this point, and it's still a little bit dirty. I haven't washed it really that much, so it doesn't look too good, but as soon as I get in water, I'm gonna give her a good wash. Mast is over there, also ready to go with the travel lift or truck or whatever it's called. Just do a little last preparations now, then go out to the coast, put her in the water, hope that she floats, and then the adventure can soon begin. Let's go! Yeah! We are sailing! Okay, first little trip is done. This is my spot for a few days when I'm preparing, cleaning the boat, gonna do some shopping, putting on all the sails. Already got them Genoa up. I'm gonna put on the boom and eventually the main as well. And then you can just follow me into my little cave right here. I got a lot of stuff lying around at the moment, but boat seems to work good. It took some time for the engine to start naturally because it hasn't been started in quite some time. I really hope it's gonna work out well when I'm getting up in the cold as well. Oh yeah, I haven't told you about that. I might go to North Norway, but I haven't really decided yet, but probably I go to North Norway. But now, boat fixing. Now this is my new little travel companion, which I'm gonna bring on the boat. So last time I was out with this boat, I used to have one of those electric scooters with me, which is quite handy, but if you're going a longer distance, the battery don't last, and they're not really that easy to kick, to be honest. So this time, I think this thing is gonna be way better where I'm going. Quite neat to have a bike like that. Just stow it away, throw it inside the boat, so no rust is happening or anything like that, and then just pack it up whenever you want to go somewhere. Plan for today is to just clean the boat, basically get rid of all these greenish stains and stuff that's been forming during the summer since I cleaned her last time. Get rid of all that, and then I'm gonna go shopping, do a lot of food shopping, a little bit of stuff as well, last minute things, and just trying to get everything inside the boat, pack it as well as possible so I can keep it there for a long time and keep the weight well disposed inside the boat as well. Now when cleaning the boat, it seems like she's been a hotel for spiders during the last 2 years. Just found about 5 spiders or so, something so far. A lot of spiders webs everywhere. Just back in the boat, been doing a bit of shopping the last few hours. Got the life raft here as well. Got a lot of pasta, a lot of beans and stuff like that, canned goods. And now I'm just gonna try and put everything inside the boat. Then it's getting late, so I'm gonna go home and have some sleep, then get back tomorrow and trying to finish up as much as possible. It's time to get all this stuff somewhere under here, inside here. All the food is gone. Got some clothes now instead. And now I'm gonna take this bad boy, the new mainsail, put it up on the mast and the boom, and hopefully it's gonna fit. The sail is in its place, so now I just gotta take these little flimsy things that's supposed to sit in the sail to make it stiffer while sailing, keep the shape of the sail pretty good. Never really done this before, so it's gonna be a bit of a interesting trial, but I figure it can't be too hard. Some more stuff that's gonna go on the boat, and this is my not very new but really nice bean bag, which I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna have it for. It's actually quite nice thing that I got from the solo sailor, the first Swede who sailed solo non-stop around the world, Anders Eriksson. He was writing a vlog during his trip, and then he came at one vlog or blog. He came with this advice to bring a bean bag on the boat, so when you're on a hard tack or anything and the boat is leaning quite a bit, you want to have it next to you inside the bed, so you're lying tucked and nice, not moving around too much. Now let's go into my little beer cave. I'm gonna hide away my beer in here. It's a little secret spot, which is pretty hard to find for others, beer thieves. So I'm just gonna stack up a lot of beer in there, so I got for some rainy days up in north of Norway, where I'm probably going. Now this summer I've been laying down, looking down into this hole a lot of times, but I haven't really done too much stuff, to be honest. I changed I repaired the thing that puts down the sound kind of, and then I changed both the exhaust hoses as well because they were really worn out. And now I'm gonna have a little look at, open up this little oil thingy here to check the oil on the transmission box. I'm really glad that I checked that, because the oil was really far down. It was actually a little bit below the line right here. And the good thing with this engine is that you could just use regular motor oil, the same one that you use in the engine. So let's put some of that inside there. Now I got fresh oil inside the transmission. So now I'm just gonna try to turn on the engine. It's an old Yanmar, so full gas all the way, because it's not very warm here in Sweden at the moment either. And then let's running like a champ. Now I'm really happy that I did change that oil so I didn't blow the whole gearbox up, because that would have been very bad and very expensive. Now I'm just gonna try it out. Let's see what happens when I put a gear in. Looks pretty good. Now all the stuff that I got here is more or less the last shipment of things that will go inside the boat. Tomorrow morning I'm just gonna bring like electronic stuff and smaller things that's gonna be on the boat as well, but that won't take as much space as the skis and fishing rods and those kind of things. I'm gonna go sailing tomorrow around lunchtime, I think. Now the wind is from west, pretty strong wind, over like 10 meters per second, but around lunch tomorrow it's going to start just shifting towards south and getting a little bit lighter winds as well, which means that I'm gonna be on a tack towards Norway to begin with, and then when the wind is turning more, I can just start going a little bit further south as the day progresses. That's the plan so far, at least. It is the morning of departure. The wind is howling outside, it's really nice, and I'm gonna start mounting the Windvane, the last few parts. Mount this rudder right here, and then the main rudder as well. It's gonna go below, so I'm gonna have to just lie down and try to get them in spot basically. and let's put some security lines as well onto them if they would accidentally fall off for some reason. They don't sink and disappear into the deep. It seems to work. Now I'm gonna be putting some Gorilla Tape around this area right here, and then attach this green line onto this thing right here to be able to rotate this tower in to the position where I want it to be facing the wind, basically. So now these lines are gonna run from here onto this cleat right here. I can just fixate the Windvane. Been out getting some departure pizza. Gonna eat half of it now, and then the rest for dinner tonight. Good start on a sail is always important, especially when it's been this long since I did longer sail. We got the canvas up, finally sailing. The new sail is actually looking really good. More or less brand new. And the old trusty Genoa is looking fine as well. I'm motor sailing at the moment because I got some islands out here and some shallow areas in front of me, which I just want to clear with the help of the engine to begin with. And when I'm clear from the islands, I can just shut off the engine and keep sailing. The wind is coming a little bit more in front of me than I thought it would. I thought it would be a little bit more on the south than it is, so I will probably not be able to keep the right course at my goal, the southern peak of Norway, from the start. But the wind is supposed to turn towards south later in the day, so hopefully that's gonna be the reality. Okay, everything is back to as it's supposed to be again. The boat, the deck, everything is drowning in salt, except or instead of drowning in just moss and mold and all that kind of things that grows on a boat during almost 2 years on land. But now finally we're out sailing again, hard on tack, and hopefully the wind's gonna ease off a little bit, turn in just a little bit, and then we can just do smooth sailing and enjoy life. But I'm already enjoying life, but this is really good, really good. Yes guys, you heard it right. I am going to Norway instead of to the south. I've been thinking about this during the summer a little bit, or a lot actually, and when I was thinking about going to the south, crossing the Atlantic, going to the Caribbean again, I was thinking like, do I really want to do that? And then I came up with the idea to actually go sailing to Norway, and that just felt so much more inspiring and better at this very moment. So I'm gonna be sailing along the coast of Norway, heading north, quite far north I think, gonna be spending whole autumn and probably whole winter and spring as well in Norway at least, and just be doing a lot of sailing, skiing, diving and all that kinds of stuff that you want to do when you're in Norway on a trip like this basically. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be putting up a lot of videos as well in the near future. There's going to be videos coming, so if you want to follow along, consider subscribing. And if you want to support these videos and this trip, consider going into my Patreon page and also pledging a little bit of money if you would like to do that. And I will see all you guys in the next video. Take care.